So hello guys, welcome back to this amazing session on Android development using Android Studio. So in this session, I will actually teach you guys how to change the background image of your app's layout and an introduction to simple animation. So let me just open um, the sample project. So I'll just run it for you guys how it actually looks, where we actually left off yesterday. So yeah, so if we type in something and click next, it would actually display it over here. This is from first page hello, because we have actually concatenated it. This is from first page to the actual thing which we are passing in the first page. Okay, um, let me just introduce you guys how to change the app's background image. I mean image or color, whatever it is. By default it is white. That's because we don't have any background. So how can we change is that this layout, before anything, you should actually click here, where you can actually enter the coding part of the layout, constraint layout. After that, before this closing tag, you can actually enter something like background equals any color. The color should be in the hexadecimal value, or you can actually go like this, color and color primary dark. Um, by default, Android's uh, color will be like Android primary dark, which you can actually see in the toolbar, which is this color. Or if you want to change the color, you can actually give something like um, FFFF is the color for white, and after that you can click here and choose the color which you want, like this. Suppose if you want some image to be your app's background, you can actually add that. For that, I will show you guys. I've actually downloaded uh, an image, and I've actually placed it in desktop. So this is the image. If you want this to be your app's background, you can actually uh, click this and copy it. And after that, expand it, and under the resources, under drawable folder, you are supposed to paste it over here. These you leave it as default. Click enter, and remember one thing, guys. The image which you are putting should be all in small letters, not in caps. And no spaces are allowed. Or maybe underscore would be allowed. Like we can actually give like this, but you can't give gradient space 1. So let me just go for gradient and click OK. And remember, we have actually placed that image inside drawable folder. So in this background, you should actually give, instead of this color, you should give at drawable. It suggests you guys this gradient. Okay, at drawable gradient. If you click this, your app will look like this. Let me just compile it for you guys. Okay, it asks you to reinstall. Yeah, we have actually made a lot of change. So reinstall it. So yeah, this is how your app looks with the new background. Okay, so that's how you can actually add a background to your app. And let me just add it for this page also, because it looks kind of weird. One page is very nice and one page is very simple. So give background the same at drawable slash gradient. So, so now this background will be applied for both the pages after compiling. Yeah, you can actually see. So now let me just teach you a simple animation. The animation will be like this. This is from first page. This text view would actually appear from top to bottom, top to middle. That's the animation. So how can we create this? Inside this resources folder, I would like you guys to create another folder. You can actually create like right clicking, new directory, and name should be like relevant, like an anim, because it's an animation. So I would actually keep anim and click this and right click, new animation resource file. Leave it as default. This set main anim, it should be like default, and file name should be something relatable. Again, like I would say animation. Okay, animation, and I'll click OK. So in this, there are two things which you should remember. The first one is translate. The second one is alpha. So what alpha means is the it actually the image appears partially darkened, like fades in and fades out. That's the main thing of alpha, and the translate is somewhat related to movement. Remember what I told, this would actually appear from top to bottom. That's actually movement. So for that we'll be using translate. So open tab, translate, and from from x, uh, let's give it as 0, because we don't want the x moment, we only want y moment. And after from y delta, it should be from y, I'll give minus 100. So actually I will change it and work it for you guys, only then you will understand. So duration, and one more thing is you should actually give android duration equals 1500. What it actually says is this entire process of appearing from top to bottom actually takes 1500 milliseconds. That's what I'm saying here, and you can actually close it. And another thing is alpha. Uh, from there are two things from alpha. From alpha is the uh, how how much clarity it should be, like how much it should fade. From 0 to 1 we are actually displaying it. From alpha and to alpha. To alpha is the fullest. Full is 1.0. Okay, and similarly Android duration here is the same, 1500. It actually means 1500 milliseconds. Let me just close the tab. Sorry. Okay, let me just close it. We have actually created a resource file for animation. So in that, uh, so this text view you need to animate. So you can actually do that only with the help of Java. So you need to go to Java, and after doing this, we have actually said there is a text view, and we have actually named it as TV1. And after loading that ID, and after doing everything, you should actually note one thing. For animation, we should actually create a name. For animation, object name, animation and animation, let me just say. And after that, you need to load that animation. So how to do that? Like animation equals, there is this thing, it actually suggests you guys to load this animation utils dot load animation of it. These are codes auto generated by the IDE. Just click that. So what it actually does is it loads the animation and stores it in this variable animation object name. So let me just take this context, because what context actually means is which page you are working on. So you are working on this page, I mean second activity dot this. You should actually give second activity dot this, and the ID. We don't have any ID for this animation. We don't have any ID. So what we can do is we can say or dot anim, because anim is the folder, and under that folder I have actually created a file named animation. You can actually say like this. So you have actually load that into this animation object. So which you want to animate now, I mean the text view. So for that, tv1 dot set animation off. Set animation off. You need to pass this animation. Set animation off animation. So now it will actually work. If you go here and it asks you to reinstall, of course. You actually type in something like um, animation. This is relatable. If you click next, yeah, you can actually see the animation over here. And I would actually personally recommend you guys to change the value here and play for better understanding. Let me just say, uh, let me just take this minus and leave it as 100. It will actually appear from bottom to top. Yeah, and this, let me just say 100, 100. And if I run it, yeah, you can actually see. Yeah, this is kind of nice. Let me just leave it like this. So this is how you can actually create an animation and apply it to a widget. And you can also change the color of this button. For that, even you can actually give background equals any color, like or you can or there is another thing, like if you go to Android colon, there are a lot of colors like color black, color hollow blue, white, darker gray, hollow orange dark, anything, like just keep uh, um, hollow blue light. Okay, fine. And if I just compile it, the color of the button should have actually changed. Yeah. Suppose if you want to give a custom color, you can actually change it like ash fff, because this is the basic color, I mean white. And after that, I would say you click here and choose your own color. You can actually choose your own color. You can actually change this and you choose your own color. Yeah, this is actually good. So just say okay, fine. And if you compile it, it would actually change. Fine. You can copy this entire line and you click this button, and even for this button you can actually apply that same color itself. Okay, fine. This is kind of weird because with blue background and this rose color for this button, this is not nice. But anyways, this is just an example for you guys to know how to actually change the background. Okay, fine. And if you click next, this animation you would actually get. Okay, this is how actually you can create an animation and change the background. And I would actually like you guys say you guys to play by changing these values over here and experiment it. And yeah, that is, for whatever value you change, there is a change in your screen. Like if I change to -100, it will appear from left to right. So that's how. So that's how you can actually do. Okay. For next lesson, for next in the next session, I would actually teach you guys how to create a splash screen and play with images. Okay. Thank you.